Hey!
Hey, hi.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie Show.
Hello.
That's brutal. Just two patriotic girls, so please don't take us the wrong way.
Hi.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie Show.
Lovely to have you with us today on Easter Sunday.
That's right. Happy Easter to all of you.
Happy Easter. Hope you guys are having a great day or going to have a great day. It is, if you're watching this when it's premiering, it's a little bit early. But hope you have a great day with your family, friends, and enjoy it.
Remember, you're never too old for an Easter egg hunt. Or a basket.
I'll get you one. But no, it's a pleasure to have you guys with us today. Please hit the like button if you like the content that we put out for you, and consider subscribing to the channel. But before you hit the subscribe button, what, Debs?
We'd like for you to check out some of our other content before you subscribe. Make sure you want to be a part of our family.
Yes, we take that very seriously. Anyway, before we get into the video today, which I know you have absolutely no idea what's happening here, right?
Shh, the secret. Don't tell them yet.
They have the title of the video too.
Yeah, they do. Sorry.
We have some thank yous we want to give over to on Patreon. We appreciate our patrons very, very much, and we give exclusive content you can only see on Patreon. So we want to give some shout outs today.
Thank you to Alan Slade.
Thank you to Declan Marks.
Thank you, Paul Barnaby.
Thank you to, I can't read right in your bed, Ian Farnsworth.
Thank you to Gordon Kona.
Thank you, Nikki Daniels.
Thank you to Natasha Fletcher. It's the first time I've got to say her name.
It's not fair. Sorry, Natasha. Thank you to Fiona Donald. I can't read today.
Thank you to Kieran B.
Thank you to Paula Bartram.
Thank you, Tim Scott.
Thank you, Anita Abbey.
Thank you to Veronique Wolf.
Thank you to Richard Wells. Richard.
Hey, Richard. Thank you to Kathy Haywood.
And thank you to Christine Harris.
Thank you all very much. We are glad you are our patrons.
Yes, we appreciate you guys very, very much. What? I just need a drink.
Me too.
I would just like to remind everybody that I am 28% Scottish ancestry. I'm sorry, Debbie, how much percentage ancestry of Scotland do you have?
I don't think there's a measurable percent.
Oh, is it 0?
I'm sure there's some in there somewhere.
Hey, we did Wales recently, where she has Welsh ancestry, and I don't.
That's right, I am Welsh.
And to those of you out there who get mad at this stuff, I'm American. I know I'm American, okay? But the ancestry of all Americans isn't American, right? No.
Right.
So, I'm not saying I'm Irish or Scottish or British, whatever. I'm American, but I do have 28% Scottish ancestry, and I'm proud of that. Proud enough to know what iron brew is and to drink it every now and then, even though it's way too much caffeine for me and I might die. But you know, I love Scotland. I don't have a Scottish t-shirt, unfortunately, so I just gotta randomly things pop up in my hands. I don't know how this happens. There will be some P.O. Box gifts at the end too, guys, so please stay tuned for that. Today, we're going to do 10 things you must know about Scottish people, because I don't really know anything about I'm going to call you my peoples, and hopefully you'll accept me as one of yours. This was the closest I could get to anything Scottish, and I just realized while holding this and looking at that.
Yeah, we thought it
was
blue or
color
blue.
But anyway, so I would like to know more about the Scottish people. I want to know, like, do things transfer down? Maybe some things are genetic. You never
Maybe
know.
they are.
Who knows? May sound like an ignorant comment, but I don't know that it is. We'll find out. So
Let's get to know the Scottish.
let's do it. I mean, you can just talk to me. Kidding.
In today's episode, I'm going to be telling you all about the quirks of Scottish people.
Yay, because I want to know.
Beautiful.
That is awesome.
Hello guys, how's it going? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sean, I am a vlogger from Edinburgh in Scotland. Now listen guys, Scotland has become an increasingly popular place for tourists. There are a lot of people coming from all over the world, which is absolutely amazing. And in fact, there's a lot of people watching my YouTube channel now from everywhere interested in Scotland, and I think that's absolutely incredible, amazing. Thank you so much for joining in. It's really a great honor to have you here. And if you are new to this channel, please do hit the subscribe button. Share these videos with your friends and family. I would really appreciate it.
Same with us.
A lot of people have these notions of what they think Scottish people are like. And for those of you who want to come to Scotland, for those of you thinking about it, or for those of you who just want to engage with Scottish people in general, I am putting together this short video for you. This video is going to be a kind of guide as to what Scottish people are like, and that will of course help you when it comes to interacting and dealing with Scottish people. There are a few things about us you should probably know, just so you can kind of get your way around Scottish people, the social situations you might find yourself in, all that kind of stuff. I have compiled a wee list. First thing you should know about Scottish people
use the word like
is
a
that
lot.
we are very proud. As Scottish people, as a nation, Scots are extremely proud of who we are, what we have achieved as a small country. For example, we will tell anybody who will listen about amazing Scots who have ventured the world and invented amazing things and who have changed the whole entire world through their way of thinking, through their inventions. And in fact, I think that could be a video in its own right, Scottish inventions. Alexander Graham Bell, John Logie Baird, Alexander Fleming. We're proud of our social makeup, we're proud of the...
Well, I did not know those Scottish inventions.
There is a video on this that people asked us to do a while back. Let us know if you still want us to do that. I know it's been done before, and that's kind of one of my things, is I don't like doing videos other people have done that much before. I'm not wearing Scottish pride
I
at
don't
all.
want to learn it. No, you're not you're not proud at all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's get back to the video.
The way we are as Scottish people. So what that means actually is we don't take too kindly to people coming and criticising Scotland, and also do not call a kilt a skirt. Never, ever, ever do that.
I knew that
And
one.
certainly, please, never, ever, ever call us Scotch. And if you remember those things and do not offend us, you should have a bonny wee time in Scotland.
Why would you call a Scottish person Scotch anyway?
I don't know.
I wouldn't do that. That's a
No.
drink.
Right?
Yeah, I wouldn't think of calling them. I wouldn't have thought that.
I have no clue.
But
why
I could see
anybody
why
do
that would be incredibly offensive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're blaming y'all there.
Yeah, no, that's not cool. So don't worry, we will never do that.
But that brings me neatly on to my second point. Because Scottish people, despite the fact that we're very proud of Scotland and being Scottish, we are also very, very self-depreciatory. What that means is we like to take the piss out of ourselves. And we'll do that with a lot of frequency. And it doesn't matter in what type of company we're in. And in fact, especially if we're in the company of foreigners, we like to have a joke about ourselves as well. As I say, we might be proud about the good things we've done. We also like to make a lot of jokes about the things we're not so good at. Despite those jokes, we don't often appreciate them from people from elsewhere, especially from certain places. But nevertheless,
You do tend to do that.
What?
Take the piss a lot.
I just had a question though, on the Scottish pride thing. So months ago, when we did a video on something, and I can't remember what it was at the time, we were asking people, you know, do you prefer to be called Scottish, British, you know, Welsh, English,
Right.
and almost everybody, and not everyone, but almost everybody said British. Always, what your passport says is what you are. Then some people are like, no, I'm Scottish, and so I'm a little confused on that one.
I
So
think it depends where they're from.
I think it maybe depends on the person. Am I
Oh,
wrong?
that too.
I mean, I don't know. You guys let us know because we don't know. So I'm just curious on that. Sorry.
3, we are a warm and friendly people in Scotland. We are very welcoming and we are open. We will welcome people into our house as soon as we meet them. We will tell them our life story and we will cook them dinner.
Okay, everything but the last.
I think your Scottish shows quite a bit.
Okay, I don't cook
Because
dinner.
that kind of describes you.
How do you
You're
figure?
very warm and friendly, very welcoming.
I am.
Yes, you are. You don't meet strangers.
This is
They're
true.
already friends.
Thank you for that. I wonder if it does travel down the DNA.
It might.
But I will not cook you dinner.
No,
That
she
got
won't.
lost in the DNA.
Well, she might make an omelet.
No, I'll have Debbie cook you dinner. This is awesome, though. I'm loving everything on the list so far.
People will come up and talk to you, ask you how are you doing, talk to you most likely, first of all, about the weather. So if you're from a place that's not quite as open and friendly as that, do not be surprised when somebody comes up to you in the street and starts speaking to you. People in Glasgow, by the way, are particularly warm and friendly. You will make a lot of friends in Glasgow just by walking through the streets. Number 4.
Hold on, I want to go to Glasgow now.
Maybe your peoples are from the Glasgow
My
area.
peoples. Let's get back into it.
We are superstitious. I don't know how many people from around the world know this about Scottish people, but
I
we're
didn't.
highly superstitious. This is something that's in our DNA. we have been known to believe in ghost stories. The Loch Ness Monster. This is superstition. We like to believe in the fantasy. And there's actually two very good examples of that. In the Royal Mile in the city centre of Edinburgh, the statue of David Hume, which sits midway up the Royal Mile. A lot of the kind of blue colour on the outside has been rubbed off of one of his feet on his toe. We rub that big toe for good luck. Another Edinburgh Royal Mile superstition is the Heart of Midlothian. Now, the Heart of Midlothian is literally the cobbles on the streets of the Royal Mile have been arranged into a heart shape. This is where a toll booth once stood. That toll booth represents a lot of things for Edinburgh in history. Obviously it's no longer there, but that's exactly where it was. It was once a tax collection office. You can understand why it was very disliked. But it was also the location of the toll booth prison. And the cells in this jail were said to be absolutely vile. The last place prisoners would have seen before they were executed. Now, people in Edinburgh have this tradition of actually spitting in that heart. If you walk past it, you'll see all the time several people every single hour spitting in it. The spit is also seen as defiance against the authorities and also for good luck. So, as I say, a superstitious bunch. And that leads on to number 5, because also...
Hold on there, buddy. Okay, so I am not superstitious at all.
I don't see you with the superstition.
I'm not. I don't believe in ghosts. Don't get mad at me. We're not going to start a whole
Or the good luck thing, doing something for good luck.
Well, and I have an aversion to feet, so I ain't rubbing no one's toe, whether it's fake or real. You know I don't like feet.
No, you don't.
I don't like my own feet, let alone anyone else's feet. So, not a foot person.
You do have a little bit of it, like when you like when you have something important going on, you go for like your mom's ring that you're currently wearing.
Oh!
Or your grandfather's navy button.
Oh, she's so cold.
So she does have a little bit.
So,
not so much to ghost stories.
I do find this really interesting, though.
Is.
I mean, I already love my Scottish people anyway, but now I love you even more. Because this is epic.
Playing alongside that, Scottish people are very, very good and internationally famous storytellers. We love a story. So with all those superstitious ghost stories, Loch Ness, we romanticize about them and we build them out into big, big stories. And throughout history, Scottish people have been well known as storytellers. We've got some of the most famous writers of all times. Think of Rabbie Burns. Rabbie Burns was basically a storyteller. He did it through poetry, but it's all stories. We love to share our story with the world. We love to get people interested in our history and our country, and we do that through stories. Number 6, a lot of people associate Scotland.
It's like describing you. You love telling stories.
I have a story I want to tell you right now, actually.
I bet you do want to have a story about telling me a story.
I hope nobody's getting offended. Again, as I stated at the beginning of this video, I'm American. Okay, I'm not saying I'm Scottish. Please don't take this the wrong way. But I find this fascinating that I was asking at the beginning of the video, I wonder if some of these things like come down through the DNA. And I'm like, hold up. This whole storytelling thing. I'm not going to lie. That is a big part of myself, my mom. When you say mom too? My dad, whenever he did tell a story, whew, that was good.
Somewhat, but you're more of the storyteller. I mean, you'll take a simple...
She means I talk too much.
A simple event and turn it into like an hour-long story.
Yep, that's code for she talks too much. You guys already have met me, you know.
Very descriptive in her telling of such stories. They're great, though. She does tell good stories.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. This is just epic. I'm loving this, though. Let me rewind that 5 seconds.
And our country, and we do that through stories. Number 6, a lot of people associate Scotland with being an angry bunch of people, right? We are angry Scottish people. Stereotype is actually probably misplaced. The thing is about Scottish people is we are passionate and we are very, very emotional. We are very passionate about the things we believe in and we are not afraid to...
Yeah,
okay.
I'm fine. Did I hear that right?
Yeah, you know that saying you always tell me?
Yeah, what saying is that, Debbie? This is, let me just stop
right there.
Hold on. This is insanely bizarre to me right now. Did he just say that?
Yeah.
Rewind. 10 seconds.
Probably misplaced. The thing is about Scottish people is we are passionate and we are very, very emotional. We are very passionate about the things we believe in and we are not afraid to shout our corner.
What was that saying I always say, Debs?
I'm not mad at you. I'm just passionate. I'm not angry.
But you always tell me I'm incredibly passionate about stuff. You always say that.
I do. You have a lot of passion.
This is epic.
Yes.
I love the Scottish people. I mean, seriously, if this
There's
has
a lot of emotion, like you said.
I'm very emotional.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid of that at all. I'm proud of that.
Mhm.
I think people should be more emotional. In a sense of not hiding it, is what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
The sun has gone down drastically here, so if the video quality isn't so great now, I'm sorry. It's very dark. This is just really fascinating to
It
me.
is.
First of all, I didn't know any of this stuff about the Scottish people, but I am falling in love even more and more and more because if this is all true, I mean, what more could you want out of people in general?
Right.
You know, to give you good stories, to be proud of their country. I've always said, you know, I'm proud of America. Anybody, wherever you live, you should be proud of your country too.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes me very happy to hear these things.
Yeah.
And then the whole
And you're
passion.
very passionate about it.
Yeah. I'm going to use this now. How many fights is this going to get me out of?
None.
I already knew that was coming. But this is hilarious. And then the emotional thing, like I'm rewinding this a little bit. That's just epic.
No, we are very passionate about the things we believe in and we are not afraid to shout our corner. This has been the case throughout Scottish history. We've always had characters. We're probably misrepresented as being aggressive because of that, but we're not aggressive. We are just passionate. And I think that is a beautiful, beautiful thing about us.
You get told that all the time.
I'm going to start saying that to you when we're fighting or something. Like, I'm not aggressive. I'm just passionate. My Scottish is showing. No, I'm sorry. This is just... If I get any of this, if this is really, who knows, you know, if things come past like that, I think they can. I really do believe that.
Yeah.
But if I get any of these things actually from my Scottish DNA, then Scotland, that's some of my best stuff. Some of my best stuff. So thank you. What I do.
7 on the list, the fact that we are very expressive people as well. So as well as being emotional and as well as being good storytellers, we're also very expressive. We're very good at projecting ourselves through voice and through the way we just our...
Really? Projecting through voice. Who do you hear better on here?
I feel like this is that episode of This Is Your Life.
Please describe Natasha.
Watch this video. Can I use this for any sort of like future like behavioral examinations or anything?
No.
Just watch this video. This is so cool.
Well, let's learn more about Scottish people.
Also known as
Natasha.
I'm kidding. I hope I'm not offending anybody. Please no, I'm not.
No,
This
definitely
is
not.
all in good fun.
But I mean, a lot of these characteristics that he is naming are very much Natasha.
That's hilarious.
Very expressive, very good at projecting ourselves through voice and through the way, just our presence. We have this way about us as Scottish people, and it's not just in front of an audience. One-on-one, we're very expressive people. We will talk to you in a very open, frank, and expressive way. You know, we speak a lot with our hands. We will engage people with eye contact. That's very, very important to us Scottish people. Having good eye contact is the measure of honesty. So when you come to Scotland and we are right up in your face,
Eye contact.
Oh, this is getting creepy now. I'm kind of getting freaked out, to be honest with you. Like, this is actually kind of freaking me out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she drives me nuts with, look at me. When you're talking, look at me.
Debbie has an aversion to eye contact whenever we're talking. Like, she'll turn her head and her body the opposite direction. We'll be talking about anything. And I'm like, yo, can you turn around? Like, can I see your face? And then it'll be something important or not important. And I'm like, can you please look at me? Like,
yep,
that's hilarious. This is actually becoming kind of freaking weird.
Freaky.
It's getting kind of freaky at this point. Like, I really hope I'm not offending anybody, but this is just really kind of freaking me out because it's like, these are all things that I take very seriously.
Yes. That you're passionate about.
And really, just.
Let's see what else.
Yeah.
And talking to you very directly. Just remember, it's quite a normal thing in Scotland. And number 8 on the list, we are very welcoming to foreigners. Scotland is a very open country, and this is something I get asked very, very often in the comments section, actually. And I know with politics going on in the world right now, the UK obviously voted for Brexit. I think Scotland is pretty unique in the context
not talking about
of the
that.
UK. Is the fact that we are so open and friendly and warm to foreigners and tourists. Well, the fact is, most likely you will be very warmly welcomed with open arms.
I hope so,
It doesn't matter
Scotland.
where you're from, what your background is. You will be a guest in our country, and we will be very proud of that fact. And we will be wanting to show you a great, great time in our country. This is definitely not the truth for everyone, right? Cannot make generalizations, but Scottish
Right.
people, on the whole, are welcoming, friendly people. We love tourists, we love people coming to visit our country and to get to know more about us. So, come on in. Come and have a pint with us in the pub. Which brings me neatly onto the 9th point. Alcohol is definitely the way to our hearts. If you want to get us chatting, if you want to know more about Scotland, if you want to just get some conversation with people, go to the pub and have a drink. Scottish people, as a stereotype, we are known as the nation of drinkers. We love our beer, we love our whiskey, and we're very proud of the actual products that we produce in alcohol nowadays, which historically has always been whiskey and beer, but also nowadays.
I'm going to say nothing. What, Debbie?
So
You paused it.
Yeah. You used to be really in love with alcohol.
Yeah, for
and
those
beer.
of you who don't know, I'm a recovering alcoholic.
Mhm.
Just over 17 years sober now. So Scotland, I don't applaud you if this is where I get that from.
Correct.
Also that Irish ancestry in there too.
Yeah.
But what were my drinks of choice, Debbie?
Beer and whiskey.
Beer and whiskey?
Yeah.
This is hilarious. But I don't drink no more. So
And by the way, I'm very proud of you for being sober.
thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And anybody out there, just so you know, just throwing this out there really quickly. If I can get sober, you can too. So
You can. do
anyone wants to discuss it, has an issue, or thinks they might, you can leave a comment here or go to Facebook and message us that way. And it can be completely anonymous. Okay? Just throwing that out there.
We have become very famous at making gin as well. We are a nation of alcohol producers and actually consumers as well. The stereotypes of drinking are actually pretty true and accurate. We drink a lot. I am not a very good representation of Scottish people. Whenever I travel around the world, the first thing people say to me is, "Oh, you're Scottish, you can probably show us how to drink." So I'm plied with alcohol and they find out after 2 or 3 drinks that I am not a typical Scotsman and I let the country down. And I have let the country down on several occasions. And that brings me nicely on to the final point. In Scotland, we love a good party. If you like parties too, come to Scotland, go to the bars, go to the clubs.
Who doesn't?
And actually look for
Right?
Scottish parties as well because we love it. It's where we socialise, it's where we meet friends and family. And I'm not just talking about going to nightclubs and stuff like that. If you come to Scotland, try and make sure you go to a Ceilidh or another Scottish party like that and you'll have a great time. And of course, you will have heard about the world famous Hogmanay Street Party in Edinburgh, which
Yep.
is the New Year's Eve celebrations. People come from all around the world to experience what Hogmanay is. We're very proud of what Hogmanay is, and we want so many people to come join us and have a drink with us at New Year. I'm really looking
I'll have
forward
an
to
Iron
this
Brew
year's
with
one,
you.
for example. So, that's
Great.
it. Consider yourself now quite well
Awesome.
equipped with some knowledge of what Scottish people are, what we're like, and some of the little quirks about us, right? So, please come to Scotland. We will be delighted to see you. And I'm really glad to be sharing this Scottish culture video with you guys. I'm
Thank
thinking of a
you.
lot of ideas of this type of video to do on my channel, just to explore Scottish culture more and share more with the world about what our wee fantastic little country is about. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really
Awesome. So if you notice, the lighting may have changed a little bit. We had to change the lights in here because it got so dark. Sorry about that. But no, that was actually, first of all, fascinating, awesome, cool, loved it. Loved
Mhm.
getting
Very
to know
interesting.
a little bit about the Scottish people because
Mhm.
knew nothing prior to this video.
Wow.
And also very creepy to me.
I know it seemed to really describe a lot of your characteristics.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
again,
you love a good party
well, who doesn't though? I don't think that describes me. That describes anybody.
so that you can go and tell your stories and be expressive, be outgoing and friendly. She does. I mean, it's like a window into Natasha.
That's interesting. It was fascinating. I hope nobody took that the wrong way. We're not trying to say,
No.
oh yeah, I got all these traits just because of my ancestors came from Scotland and only 30%, not even 30%, 28%. But it was interesting and a little bit freaky because those were a lot of things that, again, I do take strong pride in a lot of those things about myself. So thank you, Scotland. You're awesome. This is
We
so
can't
cool.
wait to meet more of you.
I hope to meet more of you guys. Please join us over on Facebook. You're missing out on a lot of live videos. But I hope you guys liked that video. If you did, please drop us a like and consider subscribing to the channel. We'd love to meet more people from Scotland. And if you are from Scotland, please say that you are and let us know where in Scotland. And what you thought of the video. If you thought he missed anything, I'm sure he missed some things.
Yeah.
But if you felt like maybe he was off on some stuff.
Mhm.
But I thought that was really cool and really fascinating and a great way for me to get to learn a little more. Well, us, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, we both are.
Before we get going, we do have a couple of P.O. Box gifts we'd like to share with you. So yeah, oddly enough, this just came today in the P.O. Box.
Yes.
So perfect for this video. From Scotland, and I always pronounce her name wrong. I say Shauna, but I'm pretty sure it's Shona. So I apologize for that. So I'm just going to read the note she sent first. It says, Dear Debbie and Natasha, please find enclosed a small pebble that me and Riley found on the burn stream. Now, before I go on, first of all, I can't show you that pebble because you're looking for it now.
Oh,
it's in my bedroom, already in a special place. But before I go on, I'm going to say Shona. I think that's the proper pronunciation. We talked on Facebook Live, and she's awesome. I love you. We get to pull her up on video with us, and she's like, oh, yeah, I just happen to live like 5 minutes away from my castle. And I'm like, wait, what? And she was so, again, nice and kind, hospitable, and all that stuff. That's true. Everything he just said.
Mhm.
That she's like, I'll walk you over and show you the castle. So
Mhm.
she took me and everybody else on the Facebook Live video, walked us to the castle through the woods and all this different stuff, which I thought was so cool. To the castle, and it's Maine's castle, and I got to see the castle, and like that's the closest I've ever been to a castle. And I asked her, I'm like, would you put your hand on the wall? It may sound weird, but I put my hand up too at the same time, but she did. And I'm like, this is really cool. Super cool. And so I said, I would love, like a rock or something from the castle. And so she came through. So she sent a pebble that and I think it was her granddaughter, or her daughter, I can't remember which, found by the stream that runs by the Maine's castle, and a rock. Check this guy out. I got me a really cool rock from Scotland that we found by a rubble wall near to the castle. And we've talked about getting like more stuff like this so I can make my own private rock garden from different places around the United Kingdom. The leaves are from the ivy growing on the wall by the door. You love it. There's this cool door that I really thought was neat in the castle, and that's right by the door. This is so epic to me. I love this to death. And the pine cones are from the trees in the grounds near the burn and ponds, which, I mean, again, epic. Like, these are things I'll be able to keep for the rest of my life. This is just the coolest stuff ever. So I can't thank you enough for this. Like, this really does mean a lot to me.
That was very nice of you to do.
I mean, it's...
Unfortunately, I missed the live video, so I didn't actually get to visit the castle.
She was doing that working responsibility
But I'm touching
thing.
one.
That's not the castle.
I know, it's a wall. Shush.
Thank you so much for that. Very, very sentimental, awesome gifts. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so the next thing we got is a National Trust handbook. Now, this is from 2021, which is super cool. And then there's a bunch of photographs inside too. And I apologize. We both apologize. The gentleman's name, and I can't remember who it is, it was on the parcel bag it came in. And that accidentally got mistakenly thrown away. So we don't have his name, but he sent a bunch of really cool photos. We're so sorry. We've tried so hard to keep
everything together until we do our video.
Yeah, and then that doesn't always work out. But I know you'll tell us who you are. And again, I'm so very sorry about that. We both are. But we appreciate this. This is actually really, really cool for us to get to learn more about the National Trust, because I have a very strong interest in learning about that. And thank you. So that's really awesome.
Yes, thank you. No, I'm not going to say
Just,
it right.
let's just show the book. So this was in the video. You want? Go ahead, give it a shot.
I'm good.
You got this. You're the one with the Welsh ancestry.
Mabinogion.
I have no idea. I'm not going to try it. But we just did a video on the history of Wales. If you missed it, please go back and watch it. It was fascinating. And it was an overload of information in a very short period of time. This is awesome. And I saw this in the video. I thought that was really cool. So we're definitely going to read this the best of our ability. Yes. And this came from Matt Valance.
I just put my glasses on.
I got you.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you so much, Matt. This is awesome. And a little piece of Wales. And so the next thing we got is this really cool picture of, it's like a castle ruin kind of thing, right?
Malcop.
What is it?
Malcop.
Yeah, we're not going to pronounce that right. It's this place. It's in Wales. I'm not trying to pronounce anything Welsh because it's too hard. Which this is super cool and love this. And this is from...
Yes. From Rhys Jones.
Rhys. We think we're pronouncing his name properly. Yes. And this is awesome. He also sent me something I really wanted. a Welsh Bible.
Yes.
This means everything, dude. Thank you so
Mhm.
freaking much. Like, this is awesome. I couldn't have enough Bibles.
No.
I've said I want a
Yes.
Bible in every language. I want
Uh-huh.
like 10 each in every language. This is awesome. Thank you so much for this. No, I can't read it, but I can still like look and see, oh, look, there's the book of Chronicles. There's the book of Samuel. There's this,
Mhm.
and how fitting to have this on Easter.
Absolutely. It came just in time for Easter.
This is awesome. Well, thank you so much for this. It's so super cool. We really appreciate it. And I will cherish this for the rest of my life. I really will.
She definitely will.
I really will. Promise
Thank you so much for thinking of us.
Yes, we really do appreciate everybody that sends anything. I mean, we really do take this stuff very seriously when you guys send us gifts, and it means the world to us. So thank you so much. Wish we had sent something back to each of you guys. But unfortunately, we can't do that. But hopefully our videos are something.
Yes, hopefully you enjoy those, and we can get back to you that way.
So thank you guys so very much. Again, hope you have a wonderful, awesome Easter. Enjoy your day. Again, just thanks so much for being there. And I hope you guys, maybe you learned something today. I know I sure did.
I definitely did.
Yeah, it
I
was
can't
really
wait
fun.
to learn more.
I know, right? I want to learn more and more and more.
I know.
So anyway, we'll see you back on Wednesday. And until then, you guys have a great weekend and a great start to the next part of the week.
Until next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.